Everyone, this is Mrs. Dipti Kulkarni, lecturer, Department of Physics, KLS Kokte PU College, Belgavi. In continuation with my earlier video on thermodynamics, this is my fourth lecture from the same chapter. In this video, I am going to discuss one more derivation which is based on Carnot engine. So here, this derivation is very important for 5 marks. So they may ask in the exam in this way: prove that eta is equal to 1 minus T1 by T2 in the case of Carnot's engine working in a Carnot cycle. So this derivation is very important. So already we discussed what is a Carnot cycle, and we have discussed how the isothermal adiabatic processes are involved in this. Okay. So based on that theory, we are going to learn this derivation. So let us understand step by step. Here there are few stages. So according to the based on the Carnot's engine. The first stage in the Carnot cycle is isothermal expansion, which we discussed in the earlier graph. So isothermal expansion of 1 mole of gas, taking its state from P1, V1, T1. Okay. So P1, V1, T1 are nothing but these are the pressure, volume and temperatures. Okay. For the first stage, the heat absorbed is Q1 by the gas source at a constant temperature. T1 is given by, so Q1 is equal to W1 is equal to RT log to the base E V2 by V1. We can call it as, this is equation number 1. So this expression also we discussed in the previous videos. So how we got that relation already we studied. So heat absorbed, okay, Q1 is nothing but what? It is a W1 is equal to RT log of V2 by V1. Okay. So we can call it as, this is equation number 1. This is what? This is due to isothermal expansion. The second stage in the Carnot cycle is adiabatic expansion. Okay. So this type of graph we discussed in the previous case. So here this type of graph we got, I think you remember, this is AB. AB is nothing but isothermal expansion, and this is a C. BC means adiabatic expansion. This is T. Okay. So DA is nothing but adiabatic compression, and CD is nothing but isothermal compression. So this is volume and this is pressure. Already we discussed this one. So now in the second stage, that is adiabatic. What is the second one? Adiabatic expansion. The 1 mole of gas taking its state from P2 V2 T2 to P3 V3 T3, means again here there is a change in the cycle. Pressure, volume and temperatures are changing from P2 V2 to P3 V3. The work done, W2 is given by the gas, is given by, this is again we discussed the derivation, adiabatic process. Okay. Work done due to the adiabatic process. So this also we discussed. So based on that expression, we are going to learn here this Carnot cycle. Okay. For this curve. Okay. So this is due to the isothermal expansion and this is due to the adiabatic expansion. W2 is equal to R into T1 minus T2 divided by gamma minus 1. We can call it as, this is equation number 2. This is work done due to the isothermal condition and this is due to the adiabatic condition. Okay. So I hope you are understanding this. Okay. So 4 processes we are discussing: isothermal expansion, first stage, second stage adiabatic expansion, then third stage isothermal compression, that is this curve, and DA is nothing but this is a fourth stage, that is adiabatic compression. Okay. Means pressure, volume and temperatures are changing under these processes. So those are denoted by this notation P2 V2 P3 V3 T3, like that, P4 V4. Okay. So in this case, what we are observing here, there is a change in the pressure, volume and temperature. Okay, they are changing. So that how they will change and what is the Carnot's engine mechanism, that we already discussed. We have considered their source. If we keep the working substance on the source, and if we, after that, if we place that one on the insulator stand, okay, definitely there is a change in the pressure, volume and temperature. Okay, so all those four stages we discussed in the earlier video, please go through that once again. That will help you to understand this derivation easily. Okay, so pressure, volume and temperature, how they are changing, we come to know from that video. So this is from the adiabatic expansion. We can call it as, this is equation number 2. The third stage in the Carnot cycle is isothermal compression. Means third stage means this CD. Okay. 1 mole of gas taking its state from P3 V3 T2. So here P3 V3 T3, from that to P4 V4 T4, sorry T2. Here it is changing, temperatures are not changing, only pressure and volume are changing here. Okay, in this case pressure and volume both these two are changing from P3 V3 to P4 V4, but temperature remains same. The heat rejected Q2 by the gas to the sink at constant temperature T2 is given by, when we keep the source or the working substance on the source, the definitely the heat is more, temperature goes on increasing. When we keep that source or the working substance, okay, from the source to the sink, okay, means there is a decrease in the temperature. How much decreased we don't know, so we denote that temperature by T2. Okay, and the rejected heat is Q2. Okay, so here P3 V3 to P4 V4, but there is no change in the temperature. We can call it as, this is equation number 3. Then what is that equation number 3? Q2 is equal to W3 is equal to W3, okay, is equal to RT2 log of V3 by V4 to the base E. Okay, we can call it as, this is equation number 3. Similar equation, but here volumes are changing, temperature is T2 and Q2 is a rejected heat from the, okay, to the sink, and W3 is the work done for the third stage. Okay, next one is a fourth stage. Okay, in this case the fourth stage is Carnot cycle is adiabatic compression, that is dA curve of 1 mole of gas taking its state from P4 V4 T2 to P1 V1 T1. Again same position, from P4 V4 T2 to P1 V1 T1. Same it reaches to same position. Okay, means it completes one cycle. The work done W4 on the gas is given by, same whatever we discussed the second equation, no, it is also similar equation. Instead of temperatures, here the W2 what we have taken here, for the next one W4, temperatures are same, T1 and T2, R is the same, gamma minus 1. We can call it as, this is equation number 4. The efficiency of Carnot's engine is given by eta is equal to, eta is a notation for the efficiency, output work done divided by heat supplied. Okay, so Q1 eta is equal to Q1 minus Q2. This is nothing but what? Work done only. So Q1 minus Q2 divided by Q1. Or else we can write it in this form. Same equation we can write it in this way also. 1 minus Q2 by Q1. So we can call it as, this is equation number 5. Equation 1 means previous equation. This equation 1 and 3. 3 means this previous equation, this 3. This is Q1 and this is Q2. Okay, in 5. So we have to substitute here Q1, Q2 values in the equation 5. Then eta is equal to 1 minus RT2 log to the base E V3 by V4 divided by RT1 log of V2 by V1 to the base E. So we can call it as this is equation number 6. Okay. For adiabatic expansion, TV raised to gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. This we studied in the previous cases. Okay. The T means temperature, V means volume, gamma is nothing but what? Specific heat ratio. Okay. So for adiabatic expansion, TV raised to gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. In the second stage for adiabatic expansion, T1 V2 raised to gamma minus 1 is equal to, instead of this TV, T1 V2 and T2 V3. T1 V2 changes to T2 V3. If they changes, then instead of this value we have to substitute here V2 and V3. Wherever T2 is, T1 is there we have to substitute these values. Okay, implies T2 by T1 same expression is given here. So this one we have to substitute in this way. T2 divided by T1 is equal to V2 by V3 is equal to V2 by V3 raised to gamma minus 1. So V2 raised to gamma minus 1 and V3 raised to gamma minus 1. So this is nothing but what? V2 by V3 raised to gamma minus 1. So V2 by V3 is equal to T2 by T1. We know this. Suppose if we shift this one to LHS side, okay, then T2 by T1 raised to 1 divided by gamma minus 1. We can call it as this is equation number 7. These are all mathematical part. Please write down all these expressions in the worksheet, so it is easy for you to understand how I have substituted all these values. Okay. Next one, in the fourth stage for an adiabatic compression, T2 V4 raised to gamma minus 1, same. TV is equal to constant, we know. So how we substituted T1 and T2 here, V2 here, same we have to substitute for T2 V4, T1 V1. Okay. Finally again it changes to, or it reaches to the same point. Okay. Means it completes one cycle. So that is the reason T1 V1 here from T2 to V4. So again we have to assume the same values how we considered in this case now. Okay. So we have to substitute the values for V1 and V4. After simplification and substituting the values, on comparing the equations to 7 and 8, we get V1 by V2 is equal to V2 by V3, implies V3 by V4 is equal to V2 divided by V1. So V1, V2, V3, V4 get cancels because here we equated these values. So where we substituted V3 by V4 and these get cancels, right? So RR get cancels. What is remaining now? Eta is equal to 1 minus T2 divided by T1. Suppose if we substitute the values of all this, okay, all this in the equation, then we will get this final expression. Okay, eta is equal to 1 minus T2 by T1. This is a final expression. Okay, I hope you understood this derivation. If you practice all these mathematical part on the worksheet, then only you will understand better. Okay. Next one, problem part. I am going to solve few problems here based on thermodynamics chapter. First one, a Carnot's engine has, these are very simple problems. Okay. A Carnot's engine has an efficiency of 0.4. If it converts 3000 joule to useful work, what is the quality of heat absorbed? Here is the solution. Eta is equal to, we know this expression, right? We have already studied many derivations and expressions. Based on that, we are going to substitute the given values. So eta we have to search, right? Or eta is given? No, eta is given value. How much they have given? 0.4 is the efficiency. Okay, what about this 3000 joule? It is 3000 is nothing but work done. Okay, now eta is equal to q1 minus q2. This is nothing but work done divided by q1. So instead of writing this one, because q1 q2 are unknown, instead of this we can write it like this also, w divided by q1. Okay, but we don't know what is q1 value. So q1 is equal to what? W divided by eta. Okay, so eta means 0.4, W means 3000, right? After simplification we will get this much answer, 7500 joule. That is heat absorbed, Q1. Similarly, similar type of problem here. Second one, a Carnot engine has efficiency of 0.3, means eta is given, absorbs heat of 1000 joule. So here Q1 is given. Okay, Q1 value is given. Find the amount of work done. So instead of, this is exactly opposite of this problem. Okay, here they have given the Q1 value and eta value. W is equal to how much, that we are going to search. So from the same expression which we already applied for the previous problem, same formula we have to apply for the second one also, but only in this case we have to change it for work done. Work done is equal to eta into Q1. So eta is equal to 0.3, Q1 is 1000. So after simplification, how much we got? 300 joule. Next problem. Third one, a Carnot's heat engine working between 1270 degree Celsius and 270 degree Celsius absorbs, okay, wait, so actually this one is 127, by mistake it is printed as 1270, this is 27 degree, okay, degree here. So a Carnot's heat engine working between 127 degree Celsius and 27 degree Celsius absorbs 2000 joule from the source per cycle. What is the corresponding quantity of heat rejected? So now T2 is how much? T2 is 27 degree Celsius. So we have to convert that degree Celsius to Kelvin by adding 273. So 27 plus 273 is equal to 300 Kelvin. Similarly T1 is 127 degree Celsius. So we have to add 273 to this value. Total it is 400 Kelvin. Now what is Q1? Q1 is 2000 joule. Okay. What is Q2? We have to search Q2 value here. We know the formula from the previous derivations. So T1 by T2 is equal to Q1 by Q2. From this expression we can search the Q2 value. From this expression implies Q2 is equal to T2 by T1 into Q1. So T2 is how much? 300 Kelvin and T1 is 400 and Q1 is 2000. So substitute the values after some simplification. How much we got? 1500 joule. So this is our Q2 value. Okay. Next problem. The efficiency of Carnot's engine is 50%. When the temperature of the sink is 300 Kelvin, calculate the temperature of the source. So efficiency is 0.5 here. 50% means we have to convert that into this value in this way, 0.5. Okay, T2 is equal to 300 Kelvin. So it is also given. We don't know what is T1. So we know the formula for this, suitable formula according to this data which we already derived, okay, in the previous slide. Eta is equal to 1 minus T1 by T2. Just now we derived in this video. So from that expression we have to substitute the value of eta as well as T1, T2, okay, Of course, T1 is not given, then we have to substitute only T2 and eta. We have to search the value for T1. Substitute the values of T1, T2 and eta, search T1. T1 is equal to 300 divided by 0.5 is equal to 600 Kelvin. So this is the final answer for T1. Okay. I hope you understood all these problems as well as the derivation. If you need further questions and answers from the 12th chapter, please go through this PuBoard website. Thank you.